Hello, in this video, I will be talking about linear inequality. First of all, let us know the signs or symbols. So this is called less than, and this is more than, the other in the opposite direction. And this one is called less than or equal to, and this one is more than or equal to. So to remember this, you can have a mnemonic that is called Pac-Man. It's the Pac-Man. It's the bigger number. Or in other words, if you notice that the opening of the V is towards the bigger number always. So here I wrote x is more than 2. That means x value can be any number more than 2, but not exactly 2. So if we want to draw it in a number line, suppose I have, in this number line, I have 0 here, 1 here, and 2 here. So x is more than 2, but not exactly 2. So we have to draw an open circle here, the hollow circle, and then from there we have to draw a line up to infinity. So this arrow shows that this x value starts at 2.1, suppose, or more than any number more than 2, and it can be any number more than 2. So it can go up to infinity. So if you want to write as a notation format, then it will be like this: parenthesis 2, comma, infinity, and parenthesis. So to the infinity, you will always have parenthesis. But this one, as 2 is not included, it looks like this. But if I want to do something like this, x is more than or equal to, suppose I say 3. So x is more than or equal to 3. So x can be exactly 3 or any number more than 3. So I have 0, 1, 2, and 3, and x is more than or equal to 3. So x starts from here. X value can be exactly 3, and then it can be any number more than 3. Okay, so the difference between the first one and second one, here 2 is not a value. 2 is not a value of x, but here 3 is also a value of x. So 3 can be a value of x. So if you want to write as a notation, so here you have to note it that when it is included, 3 is included, so we open a bracket, not the simple parenthesis. So bracket, comma, infinity. So this is the solution for this one. But again, x can be less than any number. I will show in the next slide. So x can be less than 3, negative 3, suppose. So if you want to draw it, so 0, negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3. So x is less than negative 3, meaning it is not, 3 is not a value. Any number less than 3. So we put a hollow circle here, and we draw a line pointing to the other direction. So in this case, in the notation form, if we want to write it, we have to write it like this. Negative infinity, it starts at negative infinity, the value, and then it is coming up to 3, negative 3, but 3 is not included, so there will be a parenthesis. But if I want to write x is less than or equal to, say, 5. So this is my 5, and x value is any number less than or equal to 5. That means x can be equal to 5. So we have to put a solid circle here, dark circle. Please remember, when it is included, it's a dark circle. And from there, we draw an arrow. So less than meaning you have to go to your left-hand side. So from here, we have to go to the left-hand side up to infinity. So it can be any number starting from 5. So 5 and any number. So then here we have to again write it down as a notation form, which is minus infinity to 5. And as 5 is included, we have to put a bracket. So bracket has a meaning and solid circle also has a meaning. Bracket meaning it's included and solid circle meaning it's included. Let's try to solve an inequality. We are given x plus 3 is more than 8. So here we have to get rid of this 3. So subtract 3 from both sides. Then it will be x is more than 5. If you want to draw the graph, you can draw it like this. So this is my 0 and suppose this is my 5 and it is more than 5. So 5 is not included. So it's a hollow circle and it should be towards the right because more than. So it should point to this direction. We can write it as a notation in the notation form. So it's again, it's more than 5. So it starts at 5 and it goes up to the infinity. Here we have negative 5x plus 1 is less than or equal to negative 4. So first thing we have to get rid of this 1 and negative 5. So first we subtract 1 from both sides. Then we can bring 5x, negative 5x down. This 1 and 1 cancels. We have less than or equal to negative 4 plus negative 1 is negative 5. Now to get rid of this negative 5, we have to divide by negative 5 both sides. When we divide both sides of an inequality by a negative 5, then we have to switch the direction of the inequality. So I am writing the note here. So the rule says when you divide or multiply both sides of an inequality by a negative number, you must switch the direction of inequality. So in this case, as we have to divide by negative 5 both sides to cancel this negative 5, at the same time, we have to switch the direction of inequality. So let me write it down again. So I'm dividing by negative 5 both sides and switching the inequality to it was less than or equal to, now it is more than or equal to. This negative 5 cancels, so we get here x is more than or equal to 1. So if you want to draw the number line and write it as a notation format, it should look like this. So if this is my 1 and this is more than or equal to, meaning x value can be 1. So 1 is included. So we have to draw a solid circle here. And the arrow will go to the right because it's more than or equal to. So we draw an arrow towards the right direction. We want to write it as a notation form, then it will be 1 to infinity. So the answer will be bracket, meaning the 1 is included, 1, comma, infinity. That's all for this video. Thank you.